oh, you're a traitor. You've abandoned your country. You're not a true Brit anymore. They haven't got a fucking clue. So it's December 2024 here in Thailand, and that means that it's high season. If you don't know what high season is basically the time of year between like November and February where millions and millions of tourists start pouring into the country. Now, whilst this is great for the economy, and I do welcome high season here in Thailand for that reason, you know, a lot of the businesses out here struggled a lot during COVID. They struggle a lot during most of the year, and they really do need to make up their money during that time. It is a time of year that actually really pisses me off, and for a reason that you probably not going to expect. Now, if you spend any time at bars or restaurants here in Thailand, you're going to meet people from all over the world. The UK, Canada, Australia, America, and you're going to get chatting to these different people who have been in Thailand for a week or 2 weeks. They're here on their holidays. And what is the one thing that you're going to find that they're all going to want to talk to you about? Politics. For some reason, every single person that lives outside of Thailand in a Western country, be that the UK, Australia, America, Canada, they all want to talk about politics. Now, I don't know about people speaking other languages because I can't speak other languages, but for some reason, us Westerners just love to talk about politics to anyone and everyone. You'll overhear them on buses, you'll overhear them on planes, you'll overhear them in a restaurant. They'll come up to you and they'll talk to you at a bar. That'll be the first thing that comes out of their mouth. They'll come up to me and ask me, which American president do I support? Even though I'm fucking British, yeah? It doesn't matter what American president I support. And you know what? It's just fucking sad. Because year after year, decade after decade, this shit never, ever ends, okay? I remember back in the UK when I was working nearly 20 years ago, working with people who would sit there night after night and moan and complain and bitch about, in the UK, we have Tories and Labour, Conservative and Labour. Oh, we need to get out the Conservative government. We need to get the Labour government in. Oh, we need to get the Labour government out. We need to get the Conservative government in. I look back and I go on Facebook and I see these exact same people who bitched and moaned about this stuff nearly 20 years ago, still complaining to this day, still whinging, whining and moaning about the political situation that is going on in their fucked up countries. And just being out here and seeing all of these people pour into the country with this mindset, with this mentality, with this concern, with that being all they're interested in, knowing full well, I don't know if they know full well, it should be obvious to them that all of that whining, all of that complaining is never going to change anything. It drives me mad, because these people, okay, if you're from the UK, if you're from America, if you're from Canada, or if you're from Australia, and if you think that by spending your time and energy following this stuff is going to change anything at all in your home country, then you are absolutely deluded. But like I said, what really gets me is when I meet people out here who, you know, have probably never been to Thailand or come here just for a month or two every year, and they want to talk to me about it. It's so frustrating, okay? It's like they go back home, they're there for like 10, 11 months, and they get just pulled and sucked back into the system where they are absolutely consumed by this. And that is what the political system and the media does to people who live in the Western world. They go back there, they come here, they're all carefree, they're happy-go-lucky. They go back, they're still carefree, they're still happy-go-lucky, but slowly but surely they get dragged back into this obsessive narrative where they have to care so much about politics. Politics in a country where no matter what they do, nothing ever changes.
It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got.
You know, I woke up to this about 20 years ago. That is one of the major determining factors that led me to move out here to Thailand 10 years ago. Okay. And, you know, the thing with the systems in the West isn't that they are broken. A lot of people think they're broken and that they need to be fixed. They're given this kind of like illusion that if you vote left, then it will fix what's going on the right. If you vote right, it will fix what's going on the left. It's an illusion. It's an illusion of choice. It's not real. None of it matters. You still get the same outcome. And that is because the systems back home, they're not broken at all. In fact, they are working perfectly. They could not be working any better. They're just not working for you. You see, as an outsider looking in, one thing I've realized is that the systems back in the West, they're designed to make you angry. They're designed to make you divided. They're designed to distract you, and they're designed to make you hate one another. Okay? And that's because the people who rule these Western countries absolutely fucking hate you. They hate your guts, right? So why the hell would you choose to not only stay in a country where your political leaders fucking despise you and will spend, billions and billions researching ways to control, to manipulate, to divide you, to keep you down, to keep you depressed, to make you miserable, to make you argue with each other? Why would you spend your entire life living in that kind of system?
The sharing of biased and false
news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these things they simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 What's funny is that if I talk about this on this channel, I get comments down in the description from people who leave like the craziest things. They say like, oh, you're a traitor. You've abandoned your country. You're not a true Brit anymore. Well, you know what? If I'm a traitor for not wanting to live in a country where my government fucking hates me, if I'm a traitor for not wanting to live in a country where there's so much regulation, you can't even do anything to get ahead, then I guess that's what I am. And there's also people that are going to say, oh, you know what? Thailand's much worse. At least we have this democracy in the UK, your version of democracy, which you think is so brilliant and so perfect, yet your country's absolutely fucked. Yeah? That beautiful democracy that you have in the UK that just fucks its citizens day and night, year after year, decade after decade, century after century, actually, right? If you think that democracy is so great and these other countries are so bad, then you really have your head in the sand, okay? Because yes, whilst Thailand may not be perfect, you only have to come here to see that you're absolutely wrong, right? And you only have to come to Thailand to see that the way of life out here, not just because it's a low cost of living place, not just because there's the sun, but the way of life out here is so much better than it is in these Western countries. And if you speak to a lot of expats, if you speak to people that have been here for a long time, not people that have just got off the plane, they'll tell you why it's so great and they'll tell you why it's better, okay? A genuine sense of community exists out here in Thailand. They maintain their cultural identity and their heritage. They don't allow foreigners to come into this country and just buy it up, okay, completely ruining the economy for the local people. And they don't consistently try to divide each other, okay? They're all on the same wavelength. They're all working towards the greater good for their people, okay? And I think the same applies to other countries who people might also look at and go, oh my God, communism. Vietnam's much the same. Okay, you look at Vietnam like a communist country. There are people that I've met, lots and lots of people that I've met who have moved here, have got in touch with me. And again, just like those guys that you'll see in a restaurant and a bar, first thing they'll want to talk about is, oh, yeah, but what about the poor, oppressed Asian people? This is a great country, but you know what? I'm not quite sure I'm going to get along with living in this system, right? Give them 2, 3, 4 weeks. They have completely changed their entire outlook on the world in general. Okay, those false ideas that they had are completely gone. And they'll come to me and go, man, I can't believe how different it is. I can't believe I actually thought that stuff. I can't believe that I thought I was coming from a better country and, you know, we were the best in the world and we had all this stuff. We're told that we're so great. We're told that the whole world follows us. They fucking don't. Okay? The UK, America, Australia, Canada, they're in the shitter. Yeah? You're told in the media that you're the best. You're told that, you know, these countries like Thailand have got some catching up to do, that one day they'll be as great as you are. It's the opposite way around, in fact. Okay, if we're looking at it from a standpoint of what serves the everyday person, the masses, the general people, the people who have to live in the bloody country, these countries are doing a far better job than the West. And like I said, that's because the West is the West is great for the elites that rule it, not for the people that live in it.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
Okay, and if you're a follower of this channel, I think you probably kind of already know this and you already think the same way. Even if you're not a follower of this channel and you're seeing this for the first time, you know already deep down in your gut, you know, 2020, 2021, 2022 kind of exposed that, and they laid it all out, didn't they? They're not even hiding it anymore.
To ask, how do we build back better?
Build back better.
Building back better.
Now, I know this is going to be a short video, but the bottom line is, and the kind of point I wanted to get across was, you know, no matter how much the media tries to scare you into believing that moving abroad is a bad idea, that, you know, it's somehow dangerous, or you're going to be living in some crazy place and you're not going to have the rights and the freedoms that you're going to have back at home. Don't listen, because it's complete BS. It's all a lie. Everything they put on that TV, everything they put on these YouTube channels, these political YouTube channels, it's all lies. They just lie out of their ass, okay? No matter how much your brain dead friends or your parents who have been brainwashed by that very system try to convince you that moving abroad is a bad idea, don't listen to them either. And I know that's difficult because you respect your friends, you respect your family, but you have to ask yourself the question, what the fuck do they know? Have they ever fucking done it? Probably not. Okay? And if they have and they want to give you different, then maybe listen. But let's be real here. 99% of people who want to comment on your decision to move to another country like Thailand or, you know, a non-Western country, they haven't got a fucking clue. They haven't done it themselves, so don't listen to them because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Just dismiss everything they fucking say and realize that there is another way, okay? You can move abroad. You can, you know, thrive. You can make money online. You can work through the computer like I do. And you only have one life. You only have one opportunity to do this. You're not going to get to be, well, depending what you believe, but let's say you're not going to come back and do it again, okay? You're not going to get another round. You're not going to get another chance, another opportunity to do this. So don't listen to people who limit you and want to keep you in that system. That's what this system is designed to do. That's why people who come here, they can't shut up about it. They're completely fucking brainwashed. Completely brainwashed. They're like mindless zombies, and all they want to talk about is the system, the exact same very system that is oppressing the shit out of them. Okay? Don't listen to anybody else. Make your own decisions. And if you want to make the move, if you want to make the leap, it's nowhere near as scary as you think it's going to be. You're going to be more free. You're going to be more happy. You're going to have more opportunity. Okay? Anyone that tells you otherwise is full of shit. That's it for the video, guys. It's a bit of a rant today. I know it's not a long one, and it was not really that well thought out and that well planned, but I wanted to make this point, and I wanted to talk about this because, like I said, every year this happens, and I'm kind of sick of it, to be honest. It's really frustrating after 10 years of living here, and just, I'm not really sick of people talking to me about it. I don't really blame people for talking to me about it. I'm just sick of seeing people from where I'm from who are so brainwashed into believing they're the most free and prosperous people on earth, when in fact, it couldn't be further from the truth, okay? They're living in a total bubble. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and if you do want to meet and if you do want to connect with like-minded people, people like me and like you who don't buy into this shit and who are going out there to change their lives, then make sure you head on over to Nomad School. Nomad School is my online community where you can connect with like-minded people. You can get access to the education that you need to earn money online so you can actually make the move and prosper. And if you like this video, guys, also check out this one. I think you're going to really like this one. That's all for me. I'll see you in the next one. Take care for now.